Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kathy's Beautiful Blooms. Thank you for joining me this lovely Saturday. The weather is just beautiful and perfect. And I have a very exciting video for you guys today. I had considered going live, but I thought I might do that maybe my next video. But the video that we're going to do today, I call it my Lazy Lovers video. Look at these beautiful blooms. We're going to be putting together grocery store flowers. Maybe you go to Sam's Club, Trader Joe's, HEB, Kroger, and you pick up beautiful blooms like this. This is actually from Sam's Club. This is a jumbo premium bouquet. Look how beautiful that is. You know, actually, a couple people could get together and go and buy one of these and split it up and take it home. And for $8 each, you would have a beautiful bouquet. This one was $15.98, and you get a lot of beautiful blooms. I call this my Lazy Lovers video because how many times has someone went to the grocery store and got flowers for you and brought them and gave them to you, and you just open them up and you put them in the vase and everything? It's really so sweet and kind of them to do that. But now I'm letting you know you can step up your game a little bit, and you can get your grocery store flowers and you can arrange them yourself. And I'm talking to you, men, women, girls, boys, teenagers, everyone. This video is for anybody that wants to learn floral designing with your grocery store flowers, and it's very easy to do. I'm going to show you right now. I have some faux greenery here and a little bit of real greenery here, and that's a thing that I like to do. I like to mix my real greenery with my faux greenery, and you can do that. Say you go to the store and they don't have the greenery that you want, or it's wilted, and you have your faux pieces. You know, it's so pretty. You can just pop these in there. These are faux flowers right here. See how pretty that is? And I got my eucalyptus, and this is a faux piece. So, and these are real. Look how beautiful those are. And in floral design, we work in odd numbers, so I have three of them here. But I'm going to be using faux and real greenery, okay? The first thing you want to do when you start your design is look for a vase. Maybe you have one around the house. I got this one right here at Sam's Club for $6.97, and it's just beautiful. I put some water in here, and your flowers come with a little packet of food. Just open your food up and just drop that straight down into your container, just like so. And then another tip is you can add a couple of drops of bleach, and that'll keep your water from being so cloudy and your flowers from wilting, and they're going to last a lot longer. If you go to the grocery store and you grab your flowers and you just put them down in your container, they're not going to last very long. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks and techniques to help your flowers last a long time so you get your money's worth, okay? So I hope all of you will go and look for a vase. That's the very first thing to do. Find a container, wash and dry it really good, and put it away, hide it somewhere. And then when you get ready to go to the store and get your flowers and put your container together for someone you love, they're going to be so surprised. And with these tips and tricks and techniques that I'm going to teach you, you're going to be designing like a pro in no time. And then you can go to the store, sneak off to the store and get your beautiful bouquet of flowers, and you can come back and you can arrange them in your vase and present them to someone. Stepping it up a notch is what I call it. Okay, so we have our water in here. I'm going to put a couple of drops of bleach, and I'm going to set this aside for a moment. And now I'm going to open up my beautiful blooms. They normally have a rubber band and some food right here, so you don't want to cut into your food packet. So make sure just to turn it like that so you're not cutting into your food packet. But you know what? Flowers are an instant mood booster, and I highly recommend that everyone have flowers in their home. If you're having a particularly bad day or a bad week, just go out to the store and get you some beautiful blooms, arrange them in a little vase, put them by your kitchen island, on your table, your bedside nightstand, anywhere you want, in your bathroom, anywhere. And they're just going to be beautiful, and they're going to just cheer you right up. And just take a few minutes, just put them together, and it's going to be gorgeous. Promise you. Okay, so see how nice these are wrapped? These are the premium roses from Sam's Club for $15.98. And actually, you might want to make 2 bouquets or even 3 bouquets out of this. So you definitely get your money's worth, okay? All right, so I'm just going to gently open these up. That's all that I'm doing right now. Just open. I hope everybody's doing good this afternoon. Okay, so now we have them out, and you can see how they look. There's a lot of leaves on there. And the number one tip right here I'm going to give you is never ever let any of these leaves go down into your water, because it will cause it to be cloudy and moldy, and you don't want that. So always remove all the leaves off of your beautiful blooms, okay? And that's what I'm going to start on in just a moment. The first thing I'm going to do is show you with our container here. I'm just shaking it around to get a little bit of that plant food mixed in. When you put in your beautiful blooms, you always want to make sure that I always make sure, I just get in the habit of this all the time. I just cut everything at an angle, because normally I'm putting it in foam. Of course, I'm not putting it in foam right now, but just get in the habit of cutting everything at an angle. And also, when you put your blooms in, I'm sorry, when you put your greenery in, you'll want to crisscross it, because that's going to hold your entire bouquet, okay? And this is real easy to do. Just go ahead and start crisscrossing that. See, and I got this whole piece right here. It had another one on the bottom, actually. I got this at Dollar General for $2, because on my channel and in my classes, all of you always hear me say, always buy good quality flowers. Maybe you can order your roses or your or something like that on Amazon, because and these are silk and these are beautiful. When you touch them, they're just so soft, because if you get a cheaper flower, you're going to hear them crinkling up, that plastic sound, and you don't want that. So for your flowers and your blooms and everything, I highly recommend you only get good quality ones. But other things like greenery and tape and a lot of things you can get at Dollar Tree or something like that. And this was actually $2 and buy one and get one free. So it was a very good deal. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. You always want to have some of this faux greenery on hand, because like I said, sometimes the store doesn't have what you need, and then you'll be ready to go with your arrangement at the drop of a hat, right? Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, and what you do on one side, you do on the other side. So we're just putting this in a crisscross pattern. So I put one on this side, so now I'm going to crisscross over here and put one on this side, and you can see how that's already starting to look so pretty. And I put my eucalyptus here, so I'm going to put my eucalyptus here. And I didn't get any baby's breath today, but I have these, and I made some, they were only that long, so I actually made a stem for these to make them a little bit longer. And these actually come in a really big bunch, and it's so easy just to pull one off like this, and you can make a stem for it. And the way you make a stem, let me show you real quick, is you can buy these sticks at Hobby Lobby, and they have a wire right here, the wire on it, and you just simply wrap it around just like so, like that. And then see, because I want to make this longer, and then you get your floral tape. This is sticky on both sides, and you just simply start at the top, and you'll want to, this is sticky like I said on both sides, so you'll want to pull down, and you'll just kind of hold it right here, pulling down, tugging pretty tight down, and just spiral that out, because you don't ever want any of your mechanics showing, okay? All right, so now that's a beautiful stem that's ready to go, and I didn't need it really bulky on that big stem right there. So, okay, so now I got 3 of these. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to put one over here and one over here. And I have quite a few flowers, so I really don't need, and isn't that so darling? I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's so cute, and it's like that. So I can just jab that right down there in the middle. Okay, so my greenery setup is ready. And these, I got this one, and I really don't think I need that much, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, because I think that's a bit too much. And I'm going to put one in here like this, and this one, because I did one over here on this side right here, I need to put one on the other side, so I'm just going to make a stem real quick for that. And that's really all it is to it with your greenery. What you do on one side, just do on the other side, and make sure and cut everything at an angle. I always want everybody to get in a habit of that. I know we're working with fresh flowers, but if you get in the habit of cutting it with an angle, when you do your faux flowers, you're already going to know cut it at an angle, because it goes in the foam real easy. So I'm in a very good habit. I cut everything at an angle, especially like if I'm prepping some of my materials at night and I'm not sure if I'm going to do real or faux. It's just a good habit. So I'm going to pop one in there, and then I got these, so I'm just going to put one there. I got one there, so I'm going to put one. And they don't have to be matchy-matchy. See, I'm putting these in like that. Those are not matchy. And then one here, here, and here. And I am just about ready And some of them you can do a little bit lower where it springs over like that if you want. You can even bend that. See how I bent that? And I'm gonna put it in. And this is a faux flower, so it doesn't have to go in the water. So I just kind of bent that down like that. And then some of them, if I want them to sprig out a little bit. And there you have it. So I've got my greenery prepared. I have one sticking out like that, so I'm gonna go like that and stick one kind of out. All right, and that's a faux one, so I'm going to put that right there. All right, we are ready for our blooms now. And this takes a few minutes, it does, to get your leaves off of there, because we don't want none of these leaves in the water. And I don't need all these extra flowers here, so I'm going to trim those down. I just don't like that many, so I'm just going to take them off. And now I'm going to have a nice clean stem. And I'm just going to cut this one at an angle. I just got these old pliers out of my husband's truck, so bear with me on that. Okay, so, and I'm just going to cut the leaves off, and I'm just going to lay them out so I can see what I have. Now, these are a delicate flower right here. So these right here, you'll want to put in last, and you'll want to put it to the outside, because these are going to bloom and open really big. And if you have them in the middle with the rest of your flowers, it's going to crush them. So anything delicate that's going to bloom out, just put it to the outside, okay? And we're going to get this ready right now. These are our ranunculus, okay? And I'm kind of going to, yeah, I definitely don't want all this stuff. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I think that's going to be just plenty for that one. So let's just see. Sometimes you can just do like that and just strip it straight down. So I'm just going to lay out my blooms and see what I have. It's actually a lot of fun. Just make sure you have a few minutes where you're uninterrupted and you can do this, okay? And if it's too short to go in there, save it for your teacup, because I save everything. You'll hear me in my classes and on my YouTube channel say, save everything, because you can make a cute little teapot. I have a little teapot over there I can use to make an arrangement for that if it's too short. And I have 3 of these beautiful little garden roses. Aren't those exquisite? This is truly a premium bouquet. And then any of these guard petals on your little roses, if they're leaning down, just put your finger on your thumb and just pull that right off, because you want it to be a nice, fresh arrangement. And see how it has a little dying one there? Just pull that right off, okay? That's all you have to do. And it's so fun pulling these out to see what you have. I have a beautiful red rose here. And the same thing, the guard petal, just any ones that are loose, just go ahead and pull those right off. And see, it kind of freshens up your rose. And if you have thorns on your rose, go ahead and leave those knots in there. Don't cut those off, because those do absorb and drink the water also. Just cut the needle off so you don't poke yourself, okay? That's all you have to do for that. And we have some carnations here. I don't need this piece right here, so I'm just going to cut that off and save it for my teacup. But yeah, just lay these out and see what colors you have. And that's a rather large bunch here, and I don't need that many. So I will just cut these off and save them for my teapot. You just don't want it to be, my favorite word to say is gaudy. You don't want it to be gaudy looking, right? No. So we're going to make it nice and elegant. Okay. So we have some purple, we have some yellow. Let me see. I'm sorry you guys can't see this. We have some yellow and some pink and some purple and another rose, and that looks ready to go. And aren't these beautiful? That's going to make put that with my purples. And this, they just throw in a big old bunch of that. I don't need all that, so I'm going to take about 50% of this off, because I just want these beautiful blooms at the top right here. And don't be afraid to do that. You don't have to use everything they put in there. And if there's a color you don't like, you can just toss it. You don't even have to, you can put it in something else. You don't even have to use it if you don't want to. Okay. So, and there we have a beautiful carnation. And I want to show you a little trick with the carnations. If you want this to open, maybe you have an event coming up tomorrow or tonight, you want this to open, just press right here on the bulb like that. Turn it and press on the bulb again. Once you press that bulb, you can literally open it. You can even get your blow dryer and put a little bit of heat on it. You can open that with your fingers, just like so, just like that. Okay, that's a little tip for you. Hey guys, everybody stay with me because the grand finale is coming up. I've only got a few more blooms, and I want to talk to you about this little hydrangea. You can never go wrong with putting hydrangeas in your arrangement, and this is a nice thick stem on this one here. That when you get your hydrangeas a little head like this, just go ahead and dip it straight down in your water just for like a minute or two, and then take it out and just shake it off and cut these at a very, very sharp angle because hydrangeas, they definitely drink water. They need to be very, very hydrated. So I'm going to cut that. And then when I do cut it, I'm going to cut in the middle, a slit upward like this, just like that also, so the stem can get more water. And then there's a product that's called alum, and you dip your hydrangea in that and then put it in there, and it's going to last a lot longer. See how this one has a little bad piece right there? I'm just going to pick this piece off. There we go. So we have a beautiful hydrangea, and we have some of these, and I don't believe I'm going to use those or any more of these. I don't need them. And this one has a lot of stems, and this one also has a little thorn right here. So I'm not cutting the knot off. I'm only going to cut the tip of that thorn just so that that doesn't stab me when I'm working with it. That's it for that. Okay, so now we have some more garden roses. I'm most definitely going to use these. These smell so good, so good. Instant mood booster for sure, for sure. And I got some more of these, which I don't need all these leaves on here. So I'm just going to peel those off. I got some of this, and it's a bit much for, I think that would be too much for what we're doing. So I'm just going to get rid of about 50% of that as well. All right, we're getting down to the end now. I'm just trying to move some of this extra stuff out of my way. And they gave us another bunch of these. So I'm going to get rid of about 80% of this because I don't need that much. And I don't want that much in there. There we go. No leaves in the water. Clean it up nice and fresh. And I have these. These are beautiful. Yellow is my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Put it in the comments and let me know. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I have a lot of exciting videos coming up, and you don't want to miss any, and that way you'll get the notification. I got some more of these. Oh, you know what? I have some yellow carnations on my table, and I've had them there for like 3 weeks, and they are still alive. It is very hard to kill a carnation if you'll just trim it up and change your water every day, the same as with these. Always trim them, trim the bottoms, cut them at an angle so they can drink the water, and then put them in your blooms and in your container, and they're going to last a long time. And you want to cut these at a sharp angle because these also drink the water. But those faux ones, I did cut them at a sharp angle, even though they're going in here because I use them for a lot of things. And here's some more ranunculus. And so we know that these are delicate blooms, so they're going to go to the outside because these, by tomorrow, these are going to be open. One of them is broken. These are going to be open very big and beautiful. And one more bunch here, and that looks fine. And then we got all these, and you see how these are low. We don't need these on here because that's not going to be at the top of our arrangement. And there's a couple of ways that you could arrange your flowers. You could do a hand-tied bouquet, and I'm going to be making a video on that very, very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But today, we're just going to plop them in there, okay? So really, let's just recap this. All we did is we cleaned our container. We filled it with water. We put our plant food in, a couple of drops of bleach, and we got some greenery. We cut all the stems at an angle. We made sure there's no leaves in the water. We crisscrossed them so that it can hold our whole arrangement. We opened our beautiful blooms and we took all the leaves off of there, and now we're ready to arrange. With a few tips, tricks, and techniques, you can be designing like a pro. And I'm so excited for all of you to go to the store and get some beautiful blooms and come home and arrange your own flowers. And if you do that, please go to my Facebook group, Floral Class with Kathy, Kathy, and send me a picture of you and your significant other and the arrangement that you made. Everybody will be like, wow, that's so awesome. How did you do that? Because like I said, you're going to be designing like a pro in no time. And if you'll watch this whole entire video, the whole thing, for the rest of your life, you're going to know how to get grocery store flowers and how to arrange them in a vase, okay? It's something that you won't forget, and you'll use it for a lot of things, and you can teach it to your children too. Okay, here we go. We're ready. We're ready. And I've got it all narrowed down. Do you remember how thick it was when I first showed it to you? And now look, I've got it all narrowed down with all the extra fluff off, okay? And you know, you pay for that extra fluff too, but you don't need all of it. But like I said, you could break it into two. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is just start arranging. Let me see if I can get here what y'all can see. Okay, so we have what we're working with right now is we have our ranunculus that we know they're gonna go on the outside. We have some purple, we have some, let's see what we have. We have some purple, we have these, and we have some purple. We have some yellows and greens. And I think those are so fun for summer. Aren't those fantastic for summer? And then we have 3 roses. Okay, so when I'm looking at all these flowers that I have right here, I've decided that my roses are going to be my focal point, okay? Because those are my brightest flower in that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and just start putting these in. And you don't put them in straight up and down. You just put them in an angle, okay? What you do on one side, you do on the other side. So I have one here. So I'm going to put one right here. See right here? And I'm crisscrossing it. The end of this stem right here, when you put it in at an angle, it's going to meet on this side right here of your container, okay? Because you want the flowers to hold each other together. And I have purple. So I'm going to crisscross a purple here. I'm going to crisscross a purple here in front of you. And I'm going to put my hydrangea, it's a delicate one, I'm going to put it at the top, just like that. Okay, and then I have 2 of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop those in there at an angle. And those could be a little taller, that's okay. And I'm saving my focal flowers for the end so I can decide where I want to put them. I have some more purple. I'm just going to go ahead and, I don't need that with this one right here. It's really long, and I don't think I need that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this one in right here like that, and then I'm going to put this one on this side. And you always want to make sure that your stems are cut long enough that they do go into the water, okay? And now we have these beautiful, beautiful spray roses. I can't wait to put these in. And I might cut these down shorter so they'll be more toward the front, and they'll complement my my roses that are going to be my focal flower. So just put things in one on one side, one on the other. You can go lower, you can go higher. Put them right there on this side. And I probably need some stuff on this side. So I'll put another purple one there, a light purple, and I have a light purple there. So I'm going to put a light purple on this side. Okay. Oh, that one kind of broke. Sorry about that. So I guess I'll just do these 2. I'll put these in together. Okay. And I have these beautiful carnations, and I have enough to do, let me see, I have enough to put some here. My container is getting very full now. Okay, let me see. I have to move that back. All right, there we go there, and I'll put one kind of up here where you can see that a little bit, that sprayed out. And I'll make sure this is really nice. And let me just kind of see where we need it. Where do we need this? I think these are a little bit too tall. If you find them a little bit too tall, it's no big deal. Just go ahead and grab your scissors and clip that shorter. Because these are definitely are not our focal flowers, so we can make those definitely go shorter for us if we want to. And I can put one here. All right, now my ranunculus, I'm going to go ahead and put those very gently, feed those in to the outside of my container, because those, like I said, are going to bloom out really nice. Okay. Okay. Now, it's getting very, very full. Let's see what we have left. We have these left, but I don't think we need them. So we're going to put those to the side, and we're going to spin it and turn it. And I have a few seeds that have gotten in my water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the whole bunch up just like this. And I'm going to make sure that these are all trimmed straight like this. And then I'm going to go and pour this out, and I'm going to do it again because I have a lot of seeds in there. Okay, and sometimes that happens, and it's really no big deal. Just pour it out, because when you change your water, that's exactly how you're going to change your water. Lift your entire bouquet up, pour it out, put some more, put some plant food and a couple of drops of bleach. Okay, and my when I'm turning this, I'm noticing that my spray roses appear to be getting a bit crushed. So I will go ahead and pull those out. And I don't think I need this extra one. I don't know how that one got caught on the bottom. Let me see. Cut that one off. We don't need that one. Anything loose, and that one's loose. Okay. We don't need that. These are, make sure that this, oh, it fell down. I was like, and then just check and make sure there's no leaves that are going to be in your water. Okay. That's all that I'm doing now. Just checking it. Okay. So that is looking very beautiful. And like I said, another video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a hand-tied bouquet, and it'll be similar to this one. Okay, so I'm going to put this right back down in here, just like so. And then my roses are a little bit taller than everything else, and I will cut those at an angle. And I see a couple of needles on this one. And I'm going to put this one right in the center, right here in the center, just like so. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Oh, that is so beautiful. And I don't want to cut it too short because, and I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put one on the other side. And I left these kind of long. I'll put it right here so you can see it. And that really is all there is to it. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this one off, because these seem to be getting a bit crushed, and I don't want that for sure in here, like those to get crushed at all. And I have my trio here, and then my red one. Fix my red one a little better. And I might move my hydrangea over here a little bit more and tuck it low underneath my pretty rose. Let me fix this one. And then you can just kind of look at it and see if you have everything where you want it. Okay. And then if I had a couple more roses, I would put those in, but I don't need them. But I don't, this is, my stem kind of broke on this one, and I don't want to put it in there broken. So I'm going to tuck that very low, because these are going to, like I said, these are going to open up really, really big. And then this I can push a little bit more toward the back. And if you have anything that's sticking up too tall, maybe you don't want that so tall, just go ahead and pull that one out and cut it shorter, because I don't need that this one competing with my beautiful rose, which is my focal flower, do I? No. So I'm going to put that one right down in there like that, and then pull my rose up. And really, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Just clean up your area a little bit. Sorry, I made a little bit of a mess. And then just kind of arrange it a bit. And there you have it. There you have your beautiful arrangement. And it just takes a few minutes to do that. Look how beautiful. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe on my channel, because right now I'm working on my wedding series, but I have a lot of new videos coming out. I'm going to be showing you guys how to preserve. I hear all the time, oh, I wish my flower didn't die, my roses didn't die. Well, they don't have to, because you can use silica gel or resin to preserve your beautiful roses if you have a special occasion. And I'm going to be showing all of you how to do that. So stay with me, like my channel, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you soon. Have a great Saturday. Thank you so much. And remember, flowers are a mood booster, so go and get you some today. Hide your container, get your flowers, arrange them for someone you love, and surprise them. And they'll be saying, oh my goodness, you design like a pro. With a few tips, tricks, and techniques, remember, you can do it. And if you watch this whole video and just follow these simple tips and tricks, you can design like a pro all the rest of your life, and you can teach your children too. Okay, bye-bye. Have a great day.